So I'm just gonna do another reading from this deck that I got, the Cosmic Oracle card, and I'm just gonna ask the question that's on the back of this, and it says, "What do I need to know about my person of interest?" So, what does the divine feminine need to know about your divine masculine? What do you need to know about your divine masculine? And these are really big cards, so I feel like they're a little bit hard to shuffle, but let's see what flies out. So the first card that came out, and I'm sure Divine Feminine, if you've seen other love readings, this is something that the universe keeps trying to tell you. And I know that patience is the hardest thing, right? Especially when you want to be with your divine counterpart, having patience for everything to happen within divine timing, because it's not always your timeline, it's their timeline as well, and it's the universe's timeline when they feel that both parties are ready to come back into alignment with each other. So what does this say? Give it time. And everything in divine timing. Let things flow. So it's like, just continue focusing on you. Do what you're called to do in this world. Do your mission work. And just give it time. Let things unfold, right? You've probably been in separation for a long time. And when you first went through that separation, you're like, oh my God, I want to be back with my person. When are they going to come back? And then after the period has been longer and longer, you've gotten used to the separation, and you're like, now you're starting to surrender, and you need to surrender in order for things to unfold when it's right, because you're not going to chase, you're not going to put yourself in a position where you didn't feel your self-worth. You're going to stand in your divine feminine and allow the person to make the move, because you don't want to make the person feel pressured or feel like, if they're indecisive, then you coming in is not going to solve anything. And if it's not in divine timing, then it's not going to solve anything, especially as the divine feminine. So that's why you have to give it time and let things unfold when they're supposed to, because we all have karmic wheels, and there could be karmic things that they're closing out with people, romantic relationships, friends, family, all these things, karmic cycles that they need to work through, stand in their power, whatever it is, and vice versa, you're closing out karmic cycles, mindsets, everything like that. You guys are both closing out things, and it just needs time to, like a seed, right? The seed, you plant the seed, and then it takes time for that to even sprout and then grow into a beautiful flower. Just like manifestations, you plant a seed about manifestations, and it takes time for that to come into fruition. So just continue having patience, continue working on yourself, your health, your routine, the things you need to get done, mindset shifts, healing, all these things, because your thread, when you work on yourself more and you don't fixate on when this is going to come in, then that's how you bring things in, because when you fixate on it, that's when you're blocking it from coming in. So that's why you just need to keep doing what you're meant to do, and your mission work especially, and your routine, and getting out in nature, and all the things that make you feel good, acting on your highest excitement, and then it'll come in unexpectedly. And then the next card that we have is Yes, the Ladybug. And it says luck is on your side. So that's why it's like, you need to give it time, because this is a yes. Whether the person knows it or not, or whether they've made a decision or not, luck is on your side. So this person is coming back, or if it's not this person, the universe will align you with someone new if this person doesn't make the decision to come back in your life, because everyone has free will. Even though everything's about divine timing, the universe is going to send that person sign after sign after sign, but it's up to them to make the decision or not. And if they don't make that decision, then your energies start to not align, and you guys will naturally drift apart. However, this is saying yes. So give it time, because it is a yes. It will get to that point where it is a yes, where they decide to move forward and make that decision. But you fixating on it is not going to make it come in any faster. You thinking about when it's going to happen, it's not going to make it come in any faster. If you start chasing that person, gonna set you backwards rather than forward, because then you didn't sit in your power and in your divine feminine of not chasing. Because especially if you chased in the past and it didn't work out, the person didn't accept what you were offering them and you being a part of their life, then you chasing them is not going to change anything. They need to come to their own decision whether they want to have you in their life or not. But this is a yes, so it's probably gearing towards this person is making a decision that's a yes about you. They're just teeter-tottering on when they're going to do it, basically, right? And divine timing. So it's almost like they don't have a choice on when. It's just they have to work through stuff, and then the divine will bring it together because they see that both of you guys are in alignment. And then sexuality. So someone is still figuring themselves out. So this is cards, this deck I've seen in other readings, and sexuality card, I've seen it come out before. And so this is a card about like they're figuring out their sexuality, things that they are buried away that they haven't allowed to come to surface. But I think this is sexuality. To me, what I'm getting, what this means is that they're figuring out whether this is just a card that's based on like sexual passion, desire for one another, or is there depth and emotional depth, and do your values align and everything come together? So it's like they want to know, are they being led with sexuality? And that's what they're trying to figure out. They're figuring out, like, am I just led because of this insane chemistry that I have towards this person, or is there something deeper there? Is there longevity? Can I build a life with this person? Can we align by being in the same place? Can we align by them being a part of my family? Like, can we align in so many ways, or was this just a sexual connection that was based on chemistry that I need to let go of? So that's also what they're trying to figure out with this connection, and that's why they're deciding. So what came out was gambling. And it says problems with addiction are gambling, bad finances. So either this person is going through a financial struggle at the moment and they're trying to get their finances in order. Either they have a gambling addiction or other substance addictions that they're trying to work through and release. Or this could mean that they're gambling on you. They're going to take a chance and gamble on this connection. And that's why this was under give it time. Give it time, let them work through what they're working through, and they're going to take a chance. And then you have guardian. So a lost loved one watches over you. So either they lost someone recently that passed away, or there's a guardian angel on both your sides that are ancestor that's trying to bring this connection together and watching over you, leading you, guiding you guys both back into alignment with each other. And this was under yes. So it's a yes that this person is coming back, and it's part of it has to do with these guardian angels, ancestors that care about you guys and see the connection and what it can be, right? The potential of this connection, and they're trying to get it back into alignment. So it's like divine timing, give it time, everything works in divine, but there's other spirits and entities at place that's trying to bring this back into alignment. And then let go, which is about giving it time, right? Like those two go hand in hand. And it says, make room for the new beginnings on its way to you now. So this is like, let go of needing to know when, let go of how this is going to happen, let go of when this is going to happen, let go of everything that your ego is holding on to. Let things flourish like a cocoon in the caterpillar in the cocoon, making things, taking the time to strengthen so that it can come back into alignment. So let go of all these belief systems, all these things that you had, ideas that you had about love, and this is what they're trying to do. They're trying to let go of when this is going to happen, what they should do, how they should do it, because once they let go and surrender to the universe, that's when it will be a yes. That's when it'll come back into alignment. But I think they're trying so hard to control and hold on to the situation and not letting go of past pain and hurt and trauma and insecurities and all of these things. They're just choosing to keep holding on to it, and that's what's not bringing it back into alignment. So as soon as they let go and they release and they heal the stuff that they're working through, that's when this is going to come back into alignment. So I hope this reading helped and it gave you some indication of the person that you're interested in and what's going on with them.